Peninsula High School. My name is Riley Mooring. Our top stories today: senior graduation, summer girls soccer, alumni interview, lucky duck, weather with Lila, and a special goodbye. All this and so much more today on Peninsula News. Seniors, if there's anything on your PSC Google Drive, you'll need to transfer files to a personal account. After June 30th, all senior school Google Drives will be wiped, so save what you want to keep. Also, please make sure to sign up for the elementary school grad box. Check your Schoology for the full one. Attention girls soccer players and those interested, summer practice starts July 1st from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at Roy Anderson, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You need to be registered on final forms. All are welcome if they're interested in playing in any of the fall. If you have any questions, contact Coach Brambula or Coach Ty. This week we will continue our interview with the alumni Kate Ellis from the Seahawks class of 1963. I sent it off to Katie Hutchinson with this exclusive interview.
After all this time, do you recall any of your teachers from high school?
Aside from Mr. Stoican, who was the driving instructor, and he had an extra brake pedal on his side of the car, and he must have felt terrorized. I guess the traffic was much lighter in the Takehara area than it is now, but it was really fun. It was really liberating because out here we didn't have an aquatic center. There was no swimming pool, so it wasn't until we were able to go into Tacoma to UPS that we could have swim club. Really opened a lot of doors to be able to drive. And Mrs. Jerstad taught algebra and geometry. She was the mother of Luke Jerstad, who was one of the first people to climb Everest. It was a much more limited curriculum than any decent school has now. Advanced placement didn't exist. Chemistry teacher taught the a physics class. Opportunities have blossomed, thank goodness.
Yeah. So we were looking through the yearbook and I noticed that one of the coaches was Roy Anderson. So can you tell us maybe a bit about him?
I wasn't one of the people who did more sports than was required in PE. Although I not only knew who he was, I think maybe he was the biology teacher. I'll have to look in the yearbook. But somebody who was highly respected. It's always fun to come back around to the area and see the signs to Roy Anderson Field.
How were the gender roles different back then than now?
Well, when I decided to go into chemistry, I was regularly in college one of a very small handful of girls in the class, and I really think the expectations of girls doing well were really very low. I thought I wanted to go into research and decided after being isolated doing research as graduate work that teaching was the right thing for me, and I taught at what was then Seattle Central Community College my whole career of chemistry and computing. So since then, been not exactly pushy, but maybe I am. And trying to make sure girls had good opportunities, as good as the ones that the boys had.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Kate Ellis. Hey Seahawks, do you want to be the lucky duckling to win the prize? Keep your eyes peeled tomorrow. More information to come. This broadcast is our last of the year, and with that, we want to take a moment to say goodbye to some seniors who have made this production what it is today. Thank you, Prince Charles, for not only anchoring our boys' sports segment, but making it something people look forward to seeing every week. Prince is on a Minuteman Scholarship to Central Washington University, majoring in special education with a minor in music production. Thank you, Olivia Griffin, for anchoring our sports segment and making it your own since day one. Olivia is attending Fort Hays State University, majoring in nursing and competing in women's wrestling. And thank you to our past anchor, Ava Miranda, for World News. Ava is attending WSU, majoring in kinesiology and competing in women's wrestling. We are PHS proud of you all, and we know you're going to do wonders in this world. We'll send it off now to Lila in the field with your weather for this upcoming week.
Good morning, Peninsula. I'm Lila Klingler with this week's weather forecast for the final time this school year. Today we'll bring a 10% chance of showers with a high of 77 and a low of 53. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 50. Friday will bring the clouds and overcast skies with a high of 68 and a low of 47. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 73 and a low of 47. Sunday will also be partly cloudy with a high of 76 and a low of 51. That's it for this year's weather forecast. I'm Lila Klingler.
On June 6, 2025, protests began in Los Angeles when the Immigration and Customs Enforcement raided several city locations to arrest people allegedly involved in illegal immigration and other violations. At first, the protests were peaceful and nonviolent, but things turned violent after protesters clashed with the Los Angeles Police Department and ICE. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth made the decision to deploy the National Guard and 500 U.S. Marines from the nearby Camp Pendleton. Some had viewed this as an overstep by the Defense Secretary.
They're coming out. Watch out.
I'm Trace Clements for The National. Back to you, Riley.
And now with this week's sports, here's PC and Olivia.
This week in PHS Sports. Make sure you guys sign up to join sports this fall. Summer starting now, like football, and I think volleyball starts in the summer, so make sure you guys sign up. You guys get all that paperwork done with, because you know you might change your mind later, so just do it now. So I just want to share a quick story about how I joined PC Sports. It all started one day in digital photo class with Mr. Mick. Out of nowhere, he asked me if I wanted to join the school news broadcast, and of course, me being me, I said yes. That decision changed my life. Through the broadcast, I met so many amazing people, and pretty soon, people all over the school knew who I was. I was beyond grateful for that opportunity and truly shaped who I am today. So I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for supporting me over the years. My advice is to do as many things as you can in high school, because even though it feels like it's just a few years, all those experiences will help you so much down the line. So again, thank you, Seahawks. I love you guys. PC out. Back to you, Riley.
That wraps up our broadcast for this week. My name is Riley Maury. I'm joined by PC, Olivia, Alpha, and Lila. Behind the scenes, thanks to our broadcast director, Carl Maggio, Ronan Goose, Robert Meadows, Mr. Mix, student leaders, school and administration, and a big thanks to you all for watching. We'll see you here next year on Peninsula News.